fellow simmers, and welcome back to yet another tutorial. Today I want to show you how to build a dollhouse. So it's very similar to my tutorial on how to do a doghouse. If you haven't seen that, I'll just link to it here. But it's almost the same method, but I just wanted to show how this method can be very versatile, so you can also use it to make a playhouse for your kids. So when you're making your playhouse, you want to make it a little bit bigger than your doghouse. So I suggest that you do a 3x3. I think that works pretty well. And I think this wall height is also great. If we take one that's slightly bigger, then it becomes a little bit taller. You can also do this, but I think it's a little bit cuter when it's just these half walls. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna delete one of the walls where you want the door to be. Also, I find that it's very cute that if you just replace one of the walls with one that's a little bit shorter. I don't know if you had it in the doll or the playhouses that you played in as a kid, but I always remember having this edge where you could serve cakes made out of sand to your parents, or where it kind of acts like a window. So I'm gonna do that just here. So what you're gonna do now is you wanna create a basement underneath the playhouse. So it's gonna sound a little bit strange, but that is the way that we can fit in the door. Because right now, all the doors are a little bit too tall for this space, right? So if we go to the basement here, we can now place, I find that it looks best if we just place one of these open doorways, and you're just gonna position it where you think the dollhouse opening is up top, and then you're gonna press Control and 9 to move the doorway up. And I'm just gonna place it here because I think that that's where it is, up here. But I can see that I missed a little bit, so I have to go down and I have to move it a little bit to the left. So as you can see, it's something that's gonna take maybe a little bit of time, but once you have this door in place, then it's gonna be much easier from there. Because now you can choose a door to go inside this doorway. So I find that it was very cute to use this parenthood door. And basically now you already know where the door is, so you can go ahead and just place the door that you want here. And I want this one to be on the outside, so I'm just gonna turn it around. And I think it's gonna look cute if I'm gonna do like this. But from here you can kind of see if you like the size of the house, and then when you're happy with it, then you can put on the roof. So you have to put the roof in at the end, just because whenever you change any of the walls, then the roof will be deleted. But the way we put on the roof is that we are gonna build a room next to our small room here. Then we're gonna put the roof on there. I like to use this one. And I'm just gonna pull in the eaves again to make it a little bit easier to work with. See, now the basement is a little bit too big, so I can't put this room down. But if I just make the basement here a little bit smaller, maybe make my room a little bit smaller also here, then I can easily pull it down. And again, I want this line to be on the same level as this. So if you think you have it in the right level, you just delete the room and pull the roof over. And if you were not satisfied with the height, you could just go back and then try again. But I was pretty happy with how it looked. Like this. Yeah, and as I said, now you can just decorate the house. So this was just the standard method of how to make a playhouse, but of course you can be creative with this. For example, I think that this is a little bit too traditional for the build that I'm building on now. So this is an eco home that I'm changing a little bit. It's also a video that's on my channel that I can link to here in the cards. So for example here I would probably change it up a little bit, and I would choose a door that was a little bit more modern. Maybe this glass door would look really nice. So again, I'll just make the room a little bit bigger here, and then I will take up this door here, put it into place, pick some windows. Maybe these ones will look nice. And for the roof, I'm gonna do something that's slightly different now, just to show you how creative you can be with it. So again, I'm creating just a box here. Then I'm taking this roof now instead and putting it up here. And I'm actually gonna make 3 of them, just to show you something that's a little bit different. I'm gonna put some roof trim on. Again, I'm gonna lower this one down so that they are level, this line and this line. I think I managed to do it now, and I'll just delete the box and pull this one over. That looks pretty good. And I'm gonna do it again for the 2 other ones. And here I'm gonna try to create the roof that I've also done on the other houses, as you can see the one behind. So I'm gonna take some clear roofing in the middle one, and just some, maybe I'll use this one for the other, maybe one that's a little bit darker here. And just because I think it looks a little bit better, we'll pull these 2 or these ones in, and we're gonna pull the middle one up a little bit and just put some wooden exterior on the house. And if you don't like the look of the doors, you can also just delete them like this. That's also completely fine, and also then you don't have to do all the hassle with building a basement and everything like that. I want to mention that I have experienced some trouble with gameplay. So for example, for this house that I just built, you can see when I click on the floor here, they can't actually go in. But I can make this girl play at the dollhouse. And I can also make her play with the thing that's, or the teddy that's standing right here. However, when I tell her to sit on this chair on the other end of the room, she says that she can't get through. This is not something that I've experienced in every house that I've tried to build. I also did a few other ones where it was no problem. Yeah, I just wanted to mention it just so you know that there can be troubles with this if you decide to make one yourself. However, they can access some of the items at least, so if you were to use it yourself and you want to actually use it for gameplay, then you could place the items that you wanted closest to the door, and I think there will be no problem. Yeah, but I just wanted to mention it just so you know. So this was my tutorial on how to do a playhouse. As you can see, there are many ways you can be creative and create your own. But I hope that this gave you inspiration to try it out. And if you liked the video, then please leave a like. You're also very welcome to subscribe to my channel. I put up speed builds and tutorials, and we would love to have you join the team. But thank you so much again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!